everyone, welcome to Theme Park Parents. Today you join us from the M6, which is a really interesting place for a video. But we're not on the M6 for no reason. We are of course on our way to Drayton Manor today for our first theme park trip of 2025. We took our first trip to Drayton Manor as a family back in 2023 on a very off-peak day. So we actually arrived there at 1 in the afternoon, managed to get on everything that we wanted to by about 3 or 4 o'clock. Today it's a bit cloudy, but it is a Sunday. It's in April, so I'm not expecting it to be packed, but it's definitely not going to be dead either. Hoping to get back on some of our favourite rides today, hoping that Rowan is able to experience more coasters as he's now surpassed the 1 metre height mark, which opens a lot more for him. And hopefully we all get on Gold Rush as well, the new intimate lift and launch coaster that opened back in 2024 and only a couple of months after our visit last year. Park opening hours today are 10:30 until 5 PM. The current time is 9:28 and we're due to be there about just after 10. It's only an hour drive from us, so that will give us time to quickly pop to the loo and get in any pre-queues for the entrance or the park. I'm not sure how Drayton Manor do it, whether they open the park gates at 10:30 or whether they open the queue lines. This is actually our first time being there from open, so we'll see. Overall we paid £100 for today, and that includes me, Holly and Eloise as over 4 tickets, and then Rowan, who still is just about under 4 at a slightly discounted rate, plus £7.80 for parking. So we'll see you when we're at the park gates. Well, it's just gone 25 past and they have opened up the gates. We are going to head over to the Vikings area to go on Jormungandr, as it's a good warm-up coaster for the kids. I think everyone else will more or less rush to Gold Rush or the Wave, but we're going to take things a little bit differently, as I don't think the children will want to get straight on Gold Rush as their first coaster of 2025. So we're going to head over to Jormungandr. Jormungandr is the Buffalo coaster, which opened in 1987 as the Buffalo coaster. The Zamperla powered coaster has a 1.05 height restriction, which Rowan is borderline with, so we're going to hope that he gets on it. So we'll see you afterwards. As we got over to the Vikings area, the Jormungandr coaster was closed, so we came for a ride on Loki. But unfortunately, Rowan's just a little bit short, so currently Holly and Eloise are sitting over there, about to get on Loki. So we're just going to have a watch, and then we'll try and get on Jormungandr, which has just opened. Of course, Loki is the Zamperla Nebulas, which opened in 2022, along with the other rides in the Vikings area. It's a great centrepiece and it looks spectacular off-ride, and it's quite fun to ride on-ride as well. Eloise seems to be enjoying herself there with Holly, so we'll let them have their ride and then wait for them to come off. We've been waiting in line for Jormungandr about 10 minutes now, and we're just seeing Gold Rush cycling for the first time today. Bit of a delayed opening, which is a little bit concerning. We've also noticed that Accelerator seems to be only making it a few feet up the lift hill and then going back down to the station. It's done that quite a few times now. I'm not sure if that's a routine test or whether that's a problem that we should be concerned about. Either way, I think we're about 1 train away from getting onto Jormungandr, so hopefully Rowan might get on this one. He didn't actually want to get on Loki. He was a little bit afraid of the bar that measures him, bless him. So we're going to go to guest services after this and grab a wristband for him. That way he doesn't have to get measured for the rest of the day.
There is a smiley face. It says Happy Human.
We're all finished up now in the Vikings area. Rowan was just a little bit small to get on Jormungandr, which is a shame because he was really eager to get on that. And then we went over to Stepney for a quick ride, as Rowan hadn't been on anything by now. So we finished up over there, and by that point Accelerator had just opened. Rowan didn't want to go on that, which is unfortunate, but he might want to go on it a little bit later on. And then Eloise had a third ride on that she's had, and for the first time she didn't cry. She really enjoyed it, which is rather good. We're going to head over to Thomas Land in a minute, just so Rowan can get on a few more things, as he's only been on the one ride so far. We're just stopping for a quick snack. But yeah, things are going, it's quite a good day today. We waited about 20 minutes for Jormungandr. Stepney was a walk-on, and then we waited about 5 minutes on accelerator. Luckily there was a 2, and we were the last 2 in line, so we got to skip the queue a bit. Looks like we've got no Stormforce 10 today at the minute. I haven't seen that cycling round yet, but the wave has opened, and that seems to be going around quite consistently with no downtime as well. Just heading over to Thomas Land now to get on some of the classic rides. It doesn't look like we've got Troublesome Trucks Runaway Coaster today, but I guess that's understandable when Drayton Manor doesn't have a full winter closed maintenance period, so they have to do it at some time. Thought they might have had it open for the Easter holidays, but I guess they're trying to get it open for the summer. Eloise seems to be enjoying that quite a lot. Just decided to have a quick trip on the carousel as it was walk-on. The kids always love a carousel. Eloise loves riding on these horses. Just seen that the Troublesome Trucks Runaway Coaster is actually open today, so that would be great for the kids. That's only a 1 metre height restriction as well. Just going to go for a quick ride now on the Soda Car ride, and then we'll head over to the Troublesome Trucks Coaster. It's a hell of a name to pronounce. Eloise and Rowan are both having a great day though, and Eloise loves accelerator. 3rd time lucky. She didn't cry this time, bless her. How quick your response time is. Well, we've queued nearly an hour for the Runaway Trucks coaster, with some of the worst operations I've ever seen. Almost every ride, the restraints were put down and then released and double checked by the member of staff. They were running at 4/5 capacity with one of the carts completely closed off. They were overselling fast track, and yes, what should have been a short queue ended up turning into about an hour. But Eloise and Rowan, they both got on it. Eloise loved it, Rowan not so much, but we started to enjoy it towards the end of the second lap, so I think that's a success. We're going to go and get a bite to eat now before heading to Wave Swing and the River Rapids, I think. Well, Holly has just taken Eloise onto the river rapids, as that is a 1.1 metre height restriction, so Rowan can't get on that. However, we've just had our ride on the wave swinger, which Rowan was a bit reluctant to get on, but in the end he absolutely loved it. The thing with Rowan is you just need to push him a little bit. He says he doesn't want to go on it, but he ends up loving it. And to be honest, that's how you get most people over there for rides, to be fair. We've just seen Holly come off now, so let's go and see how wet she got. Did you get wet?
I didn't get on it, it's broken.
Oh.
That's why I came out the entrance.
Oh, right, okay, that's bad then.
It's broken.
Holly's just gone for a ride on Maelstrom. It is her favourite flat ride, so she wanted to experience it while she was here. The kids are just playing in the park behind me, so just going to wait for Holly to get off. Maelstrom, of course, is the Intamin gyro swing, which opened back in 2002. It is amazing to think that next year we'll be getting one up at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, nearly double the size of that. I'm quite a fan of this ride. It's not my favourite flat ride, but I do like gyro swings, so having one double the size of that is just going to be absolutely insane. I cannot wait to get on it. So once Holly's done on that, of course the river rapids just went down, so we're going to see if that's up for Eloise to get her ride in, and then we'll do a few more bits in Thomasland before heading back up towards Gold Rush later on. Weather's actually looking quite nice today. It was forecast cloudy, but now it is now it's brightened up and the sun's come out a bit. Be the only through ride that we do in this area of the park in Amity Cove. Shockwave, sorry, not Shockwave, it's the Wave, has now got a 45-minute queue. And Stormforce 10 still isn't open at the minute. Like I said, we've done both of these rides before, so I'm not too bothered about missing them and just having this day for the kids, really. Just come on for a ride on Winston's Whistle Stop Tour, which has been longer than Thomasland, I believe. This is Umbrella aerial ride. It does give some good views of Thomasland, but also other areas of the park as well. Sorry, should have sat on that side. There is the Wave, previously known as Shockwave, the Intamin box section. Previous stand-up coaster. They did a very good job reimagining it for the 2024 season, with the direction that the park is heading in on a family-friendly sort of target audience. I think lowering it to a 1.2 height restriction is a good idea. Just Gold Rush in the distance there, which is running pretty smoothly since this morning's delayed opening, and accelerated as well. Didn't quite open at 10:30, but they've been running without much downtime throughout the day. Turn there is still yet to open today, although the queue line board just keeps saying opening soon. I don't know how soon they're referring to, but there's no water on any of the chutes and the boats are just parked on the lift hills. So I don't think at this point it's probably not worth opening for the day. We've only got 2.5 hours left of park open. And there we have it, with an abrupt stop. Yeah, this was here last time. Holly's just taken some videos for our TikTok channel as well. She's running that one, and I'm more in charge of the YouTube and the Facebook page. A very well detailed model, I have to say. And as a fan of model trains, this appeals to me. One of my many other hobbies. on a load of various smaller filler rides in Thomasland, as most of them will walk on. We're now done over there and we're going to be heading up towards Accelerator for another ride and then on to Gold Rush. But first, we're going to be stopping off at the ride of which I cannot remember the name, the one that spins round and goes up and down with the boats. So Eloise has been on that before, Rowan's now tall enough, so they both should enjoy it as it is quite a fun and marginally intense ride. Jolly Buccaneer, that's the name of the ride. I had no idea what it was called. It was in my head. I've been on so many of those rides over the years. Anywho, Rowan wasn't so much of a fan on that.
He did not like that.
He did not like that. Eloise, however, is having the absolute time of her life, and I'm so happy for her. We're going to go for our second ride of the day on Accelerator now. Eloise has been asking all day to get back on it as she absolutely loves it. And then we'll get on Gold Rush to finish the day. We'll see what time it is from there as to whether we're getting anything else. But we're getting towards the end of the day now. The kids are getting a little bit tired, so...
and me.
Yes.
I'm also getting very tired.
We'll get on Accelerator and then finish the day with Gold Rush, I think. Too fast, I think.
Gold Rush?
Yeah. We'll both take them in the queue for that and then I've got an idea for what we can do.
They do, like the parents.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We couldn't quite get Rowan on Accelerator, bless him. He got to the station and he changed his mind at the last minute. But he is only 3 years old, of course, and although Avant became a family boomerang, is a family coaster, it is still quite a thrilling one with some high speeds, especially for a 3-year-old, so I'm sure he'll want to get on it again in the future. We'll definitely be back here. Time for Gold Rush now, so this is mine and Holly's first ride in it, so it's all a big surprise for us as well and we can't wait to get on it. We are hoping that both children really want to get on it and that we all enjoy it together. So we'll talk when we come off. Yes, we are. Well, we have just had 2 back-to-back rides on Gold Rush. We waited about 10 minutes each time and the kids both absolutely love that roller coaster. They were a bit taken back by it, I think, because they weren't expecting the backwards part, and neither was Holly.
I was expecting the backwards bit, but I wasn't expecting it to be as fast as it was.
That's a fantastic coaster, and I think Drayton Manor have really hit a winner with that one, to be fair. They needed another coaster, and they've got it. So I think Rowan has just about had enough of roller coasters for one day now, so him and Holly are going to head to the gift shop. Eloise is still asking for another ride and Accelerator, so we're going to take her on that one last time, head to the gift shop, as I'm going to be starting a merchandise collection of various parks we go to, and then I think we shall head home. Well, we've just had an awesome finish to the day. 2 back-to-back rides on Gold Rush and then 2 back-to-back rides on Accelerator as well, just to finish the day off. This will sum up this video, which has generally been a really good day, other than a little bit of poor operation in Thomasland during the midday. But other than that, the kids have had a great day. They've been on a bunch of new rides, so have myself and Holly, so we'll definitely be back next year. Hope you enjoyed the ride, and we will see you again soon. Bye bye.